Welcome to the show, Capricorns. It's your girl Carla here with your weekly heads up. The week is September 24th. It started on the 23rd, but I'm gonna start it on the 24th. Sorry, I'm late. But female Capricorns, I'm looking at you guys showing up this week in the house of the child. So something new or something needing to be looked at from a new perspective. Or males, if this is the female you're dealing with, she's in that position. So male Capricorns, or if you are cross watching, this is the male you're dealing with. They are in the house of the moon, the house of introspection, something personal, something emotional. So we'll get to it and get in more details as we go through each house on the board, letting you get a heads up on this week. So on to the next one. First off, starting off your board, we have the mountain in the house of the rider. So this is something coming soon, some news or messages. This is what that house means. So it's some delays to that happening, some obstacles in getting it. So some blockages when it comes to making progress as well. You got the clouds in the house of the clover. So the clover is the house of a potential source of luck. So there's some confusion or doubt surrounding a lucky opportunity. So next we're looking at the birds in the house of the ship. That's a house that might benefit from travel or movement. So you're having conversations or discussions about a trip, going on a journey, or some type of movement is being planned. So next we're looking at the tree in the house of house. This is relating to your home, your family life, your stuff where you feel comfortable in. So you got your home life is rooted in long-term stability and growth with the tree sitting in there. So looking at this opening, you're facing delays in receiving news or making progress. There's confusion surrounding a lucky break or an opportunity. Could be some unpleasant mail happening in it. You got conversations happening about a journey or a movement, and your home is stable and rooted in long-term growth, is what the tree is saying. So on to the next one. Here we are looking at the tree. This house is related to your health and your growth, and we have the stork there. So you're going through a significant change that's related to your personal growth or your health. Then we have the coffin in the house of the clouds. So the clouds is something that's uncertain or something that is unclear. So there's an ending or a closure happening, but it's clouded with confusion and uncertainty with it sitting there. Then you have the dog in the house of the snake. So the house of the snake is about something being dangerous or deceptive. So a loyal friend might be involved in some tricky shit or some deceptive actions. So there's something happening in the friendship this week. They not being as straightforward as they should be. Next, we're looking at the rider in the house of the coffin. I'm in the house of the coffin. This is something that's coming to an end. So you're going to receive some news or messages that's telling you about an ending or something being closed. So you looking at experiencing some big changes related to your growth or your health with the stork. There's an ending happening, but it's surrounded by confusion. A friend that you consider to be loyal may be being very deceptive. You catching them in lies or something like that. The way they acting is off. And you're going to receive some news that's going to confirm this ending or this closure. Okay, on to the next one. Next, we have in the house of the bouquet. This is the house of something nice or something that you deserve. We have the clover. So the clover is telling you that you're going to experience something small, but it's a fortunate opportunity that could bring you success and happiness. I don't know about success, but I don't know. It may be in something being seen, some in how you're recognized in a social setting. It's like some stroke of luck. Okay. So next you got the snake in the house of the scythe. So the house of the scythe is something that might get cut off. So you're gonna have to make a quick decision involving some kind of deceptive or tricky situation. So be mindful of that this week. Then you got the anchor in the house of the whip. This is something that's causing tension or pressure, is what that house is. The house of the broom. I named it the whip on my card though. So there's some conflict or tension that's tied to something that you've been relying on for stability. Okay, so that's what that means in that position. Then you got the crossroads in the house of the birds. So this is something that's being talked about, this decision. You at a crossroads, and this decision is going to be influenced by this conversation, this gossip, this talking. So you are about to experience a small, lucky moment of joy in a social setting, but a quick decision needs to be made to cut off a deceptive or you being decisive in a situation. Then you are feeling some type of way. You got some tensions and some stresses around your commitments and your stability. Then you're facing a major decision, but it's influenced by outside talking, outside gossip. So you worried about what people say this week. So next one. Okay, here we are in the house of the child. This is new, or this is something that needs to be looked at from a new perspective. And female Capricorns, you have shown up in the house of the child. Uh, so this means that a woman is connected, or the Capricorn woman, you're connected to a fresh start or some youthful energy. Next, we are looking at the bouquet that's in the house of the fox. This is something that's tied to your career. You're about to receive a blessing or a gift, but there's something that's kind of strategic or clever to it. Yeah. I know a Capricorn that just got surprised with a good gift. A female. Okay. Anyway, next we going on to the cross that's in the house of the bear. The bear is something that it has authority over you, or something that's intimidating to you. So you carrying a heavy burden when it comes to your power, influence, or your finances. That's having some kind of power over you, and it's making you feel like you just got a big burden. Next, we're looking at the fish in the house of the stars, the house of your wishes, hopes, and dreams. So this is, it's like your finances are aligning with your long-term goals. Your wishes and dreams about your finances are coming to pass. Okay, so you got a woman, the Capricorn female, or the female that you're dealing with is connected to a new start, or she's just feeling good with some youthful energy. She's about to receive, well, or you, male Capricorns, you're about to receive a blessing that involves some cleverness or somebody using some strategy. So you're carrying the heavy burden that's tied to your strength or your money, your finances. But your financial success is aligned with your long-term goals. Okay, on to the next one. Here in the house of the stork, something that is transitioning to a new phase. This is the bear. The bear is telling you that you finna experience a significant change or some kind of transformation in your finances or personal power. So we just left your house, the bear's house. So now you finna get some kind of upgrade. because the stork's house is an upgrade. It's something good. So next we're looking at the mice in the house of a dog. I mean, in the house of the dog. I'm sorry. So this is the house of friendships. So pertaining to your friendships. So there's some stress or minor issues that's affecting a relationship with a friend that has been known to be loyal. So yeah, something happening there. Some is just nibbling away at the friendship. Next, we looking at the ring in the house of the tower. What in the heck? Y'all having problems with conversating? So next, you're looking at the ring in the house of the tower. Something that you want to protect yourself from, or something that you feel protective of. This is involving a commitment, a contract, or your long-term relationship. Something that's tied to an institution, some kind of business, government, or legal entity. So that's what you got, some kind of commitment. So that's where your ring is, your commitments, your contracts. You got letter in the house of garden. Garden is dealing with your public life, your social engagements. So you're going to receive some information with this letter talking about some public or social settings. Okay, so you're facing a major change that's involving your finances or your power, your strength. And then you got some small stresses that's affecting your friendship. You committed to something that's tied to an institution, and you finna get some news out in the public. Like you finna get some information, but it's while you out with other people. It's written, it could be verbal, but yeah, on to the next. Now we are at the house of the mountain. This is a struggle or something you're struggling to overcome. That's what that house means. And you have the sun there. So that's meaning that you're gonna have some success, some clarity, but something is coming after some serious obstacles that you had to deal with. That's what that spot is. Next, you're looking at the tower in the house of the crossroads. The crossroads house is decisions. So you standing at a crossroads, and the decision you make is tied to your independence or to an institution like a business, something that's dealing with government or a legal matter. So we just saw in the tower you have a contract. The ring is there. So something is ongoing. Next, we looking at the fox in the house of the mice. The mice is something causing you anxiety. So it's some sneaky behavior or it's some deception that's making you feel stressed out, or something small is you lost something small with the mice. But the fox is being clever. So it's tricky and clever with the mice, because the mice are sneaky too. So yeah, that is causing you anxiety, this sneaky, clever stuff. Or you causing somebody else stress, or they causing you stress. Now we are looking at the next house. We have the lily in the house of the heart. The heart is about your romantic relationship. So this is relating to that. So your love life is calm right now. You feeling good about it. It's peaceful, steady emotions, and just it's all right. It's all good in your love relationships this week. So you got success and clarity coming your way after you overcome some obstacles. You got you facing a decision that's going to impact your independence or something to do with an institution. You got to be cautious of deception with this fox here, because it's causing you to stress, or it's going to have you lose something. And you have this peace in your relationship, in your love life. On to the next one. Here we have made it to the house of the ring. This is something that you are bound and committed to. And we have the book in that house. So there's something unknown, or there's something hidden within a commitment, a relationship, or a contract. Next, we're looking at the ship in the house of the book. The book is about knowledge that you need to learn or something that you are about to learn. So you're embarking on a journey that's tied to learning, discovery, or uncovering hidden information. Next, we're looking at the garden in the house of the letter. So the letter is information, messages coming, written communication, emails, uh, text messages. You're going to get some information or some shared important communication in a public or social setting. So we already talked about that earlier. Something going to happen out in the public with some information. Next, we're looking at the heart in the house of the man. So if you're wondering what's in the house of the man, the heart sits here and it's telling you that feelings are at play with the male. So it's just emotions that's at the center of whatever situation is going on this week with the male. So there are hidden aspects in a relationship or commitment that you got to uncover. You on a journey of discovery or you learning something new. It could not be something new or I guess something new. You got public communication or messages that's going to play an important role in a social setting. Then you got a man's emotions or love. They are central to this situation that's happening. So on to the next one. Here we are in the house of the woman. So if you're cross watching or if you are the female Capricorn, this is what's in your house. You got the key in your house. So it's either you or a woman in your life that is the key to solving a problem or unlocking an opportunity for you this week. Next, we're looking at the child in the house of the lily. The house of the lily is something that needs time to grow and mature. So you got a child in there. So innocence, a new beginning, a fresh start, something involving a child is connected to peace and maturity. Either needing to have it give you peace or needing to grow up. Next, we're looking at the scythe in the house of the sun. The son's house is what will have a positive outcome. So you're going to need to make a sharp, sudden decision. But it's going to lead you to clarity or it's going to lead you to success. But it's going to be something that got to happen real quick for you. Now we have came up to the man, Capricorns, who has shown up in the house of the moon. Something that is personal or needs introspection. So the moon is dealing with his emotions. So you're dealing with your emotions, or cross watchers, he's dealing with his emotions. He's deeply involved in his emotional world. Or he is being recognized by other people. It's like emotional validation. Needing it, okay? Or wanting it. Or giving, I don't know, making you feel that way. Something. But yeah, that's where you have shown up. So we got you, female Capricorn, or the woman that you are inquiring about is the one that's holding the key to solve a problem. You got a new beginning that's tied to peace and somebody growing up that's coming. Excuse me. Bless me with a big old check. Okay, so you're going to need to make a sharp and sudden decision that's going to lead to success. And a man is focused on his emotions or he's focused on being recognized. Recognition. So going to the next one. Rounding off the board, we have the moon in the house of key. So this house is something that is essential. So your emotions or a form of recognition is key to unlocking a solution. So the whip in the house of the fish. The fish is what's tied to your long-term goals and finances, your future, financial future. So With the whip there could be ongoing conflict. Just keeping on going. Round and round you go. Or you got tension surrounding money, because it's in the house of the money, or business. Could be having arguments over and over and over about money. So now we're looking at the house and the house of anchor. So the anchor is stable or needing some sort of stability. So it's looking like your home life is stable and secure. It's grounded. So I don't know whether it's some kind of emotional stability or financial security, because it's next to the house. And then you got the moon there. And then some repeat stuff happening with your finances. So things are looking steady and dependable. Now we're looking at the star in the house of the cross. The cross is something that is a burden or is tied, related to trauma. With the star being there, your dreams and long-term goals are closely tied to some burdens or the challenges that you've been facing. Carrying a cross is necessary though, because if you got the star there, being where you are, so you got to go through that in order to get that. So we're looking at an emotional breakthrough or recognition is the key to solving a problem. With that moon in the house of key, you got tension or some conflict about money or about business. Your home life is grounded and secure, and your dreams are tied to heavy burdens or challenges this week. So that's what I got for you. Peace out. Hope that helps. See you next time. This has been one of the hardest readings to get through. Oh my God, the interruptions, the stops, the goes. So y'all gonna hear some breaks. Y'all gonna hear me kind of like off, but yeah, it took forever. So whatever y'all got going on, blessings on you. Peace out.